Hello students, today I am going to discuss one problem in organic chemistry. It is the first problem in 300 problems what I am offering as an online tuition. So I am going to write that problem on the board now. First I will take isobutane. Isobutane is the trivial name. I hope you already know the IUPAC name. I am going to chlorinate this one with 1 mole of chlorine in the presence of sunlight. I am asking to find out what is the major product in this case. If same isobutane is treated with bromine, 1 mole of bromine, that means that is nothing but monobromination in the presence of sunlight, then what will be the major product in this case? That means when isobutane is chlorinated, monochlorinated, what will be the major product? When the same compound is monobrominated, what will be the major product? I am going to solve this problem now. The solution, basically it is a free radical mechanism. The word free is not necessary to use. This is a radical mechanism. Now I am not going to discuss the complete mechanism in this tutorial. I am only say loosely, that means it is radical mechanism means hydrogen radical is replaced by chlorine radical. This is what actually happened. This is what is the meaning of radical substitution. But hydrogen radical is not directly replaced by chlorine radical. We are having complicated mechanism. I am not going to the details of this mechanism. But anyway, this actually happens there. Now you see, towards the radical hallucination, you have to find that which hydrogen. For example, I am having two types of hydrogen in the given molecule. Here this is the tertiary carbon. This carbon is attached to 3 carbons, that's why it is tertiary carbon. Hydrogen attached to tertiary carbon is nothing but tertiary hydrogen. This carbon is primary. This is also primary because it is attached to 1 carbon. This is also attached to 1 carbon. This is also attached to 1 carbon. The hydrogens attached to primary carbon, primary hydrogens. Here there is no secondary hydrogen. Secondary hydrogen is hydrogen attached to secondary carbon. That is the carbon attached to other carbons. So I am going to write what is the order of reactivity. First of all, I will take chlorination. Order of reactivity among primary, secondary and tertiary hydrogens towards chlorination. So is obviously that depends for complicated reasons what I am not going to discuss now. This is tertiary is more reactive than secondary and secondary is more reactive than primary. And in this case, I will give exact ratio, relative rates. That means relative rates of chlorination is nothing but, that means primary hydrogen is to secondary hydrogen is to tertiary hydrogen, and relative rate of primary hydrogen I will take it as 1 and secondary hydrogen then becomes 3.8. That means secondary hydrogen is 3.8 times more reactive than primary, and then tertiary hydrogen now becomes 5. That means tertiary hydrogen is 5 times more reactive than primary. Now that means here you see, if you see the species, I am having only 2 kinds of hydrogens. So what I am going to say, replacement of tertiary hydrogen will get 1 compound. Replacement of primary hydrogen you are going to get another compound. That means the replacement of this hydrogen is same. All these 3 carbons are in the same environment. That means replacement of any one of these hydrogens will give the same product. So on chlorination you are going to get 2 different products. Out of those two different products, we have to find out what is the major product. Now I am going further, that you see here. So I am writing the reaction once again, and this is CH3 and CH3. On chlorination, I am going to get two different products here, and by replacement of primary hydrogen, I will get this compound CH, and I am just replaced the primary hydrogen here and CH3, and its trivial name is nothing but isobutyl chloride. IUPAC name, I hope you already know how to put IUPAC name, and by replacement of tertiary hydrogen, I am going to get another compound, completely different compound. Now this is called tertiary butyl chloride, tertiary butyl chloride. So out of these compounds, which is the major products? Generally students think that because tertiary hydrogen is more reactive, generally they pick up tertiary butyl chloride as the major product, but is that correct? In this case, you see, now this is only 5 times more reactive than primary hydrogen. That means chlorine is more reactive compared to the bromine. When it is more reactive, it is less selective. This is known as reactivity selectivity principle. Because it is less selective, you have to expect that. That means less selective means it is not going to pick only the tertiary hydrogen. It also picks up other hydrogens. So you have to expect that the difference between this compound in the yield is not much. So how to calculate exact yield? That means I can calculate the exact percentage yield here. The percentage yield of isobutyl chloride. So that is CH3, CH and CH2, Cl and CH3 is nothing but how many hydrogens are there, how many hydrogens, that means how many equivalent hydrogens are there to get this compound. I am having 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, that is nothing but 9. 9 hydrogens are equivalent, any one of them on replacement gives this particular isobutyl chloride. That is known as statistical factor. That means you have to take statistical factor into account, and the relative rate also 9 into 1. So 9 is the statistical factor and 1 is the relative rate of primary hydrogen. So that is nothing but 9. So in the same way, I am going to calculate percentage yield of tertiary butyl chloride, and this is the tertiary butyl chloride, and from this one you know what is the statistical factor. Only one hydrogen is there to get that particular compound. That's why the statistical factor is 1, and the relative rate is nothing but 5. So 1 into 5 is nothing but 5. Now to calculate percentage yield, I am just adding this one, 9 plus 5, that is 14. Now I am going to calculate 9 by 14. 9 is the 9 by 14 into 100. So that gives the percentage yield. So this is not a difficult calculation. Very easily you can calculate this one. It is around 64.3% you will get. In this case also, in the similar fashion, you can calculate percentage yield. So that is nothing but 5 by 14 into 100, that is equal to 35.7%. That means if you add these two, generally the total percentage of yield is 100%. So no need to go for this calculation, just you can subtract 100, subtract this one from 100, you will get this one. Now you see, to our surprise, we are not getting the major product what you thought of. That means I thought of this may be the major product, but surprisingly because of the dominance of the statistical factor, and this will be the major product. So isobutyl chloride is the major product in this case. But when I take up bromination is less reactive compared to the chlorine. As I already told you, reactivity selectivity principle. Bromine is less reactive means more selective. More selective means it picks up more reactive hydrogen. Generally tertiary hydrogen is more reactive. You can see that trend from the relative rates. That means the relative rates of bromination towards this hydrogens, primary and secondary, this one. Obviously in this case also primary hydrogen is less reactive, second hydrogen is less reactive compared to the tertiary hydrogen. If you take the relative rates like this, that means relative rates means I am fixing the rate of primary hydrogen as 1, then second hydrogen is 82. That means you see it is 82 times more reactive than primary. In case of chlorine it is not the case. It is only 3.8 times more reactive than primary. So now come to this tertiary. This is 1600. That means tertiary hydrogen is 1600 times more reactive than primary. So that means I can say because of the low reactivity of bromine is very selective and it is selectively picking up the more reactive tertiary hydrogen. In this case there is no necessity to calculate like this, not at all necessary, because it is 1600 times more reactive. In this case without doing any calculation you can come to the conclusion that tertiary butyl bromide is the major product and isobutyl bromide is the minor product. Yes students, this is the problem and I am offering a course which I solve 300 problems in 30 hours and very useful for the NEET and JEE students, appearing students in 2021. If you want the course, you can contact me on my phone number and my name is Visveswar Rao, having 26 years of teaching experience and my number is nothing but 8985135555 and I am using very good technology to support this online course and it is comfortable to view on any device and you can contact me if you want this course. Thank you.